This project presents a perfect opportunity to demonstrate how to make inside cuts with sharp corners. There are 8 stars inside the letters USA, and I believe I counted 14 stripes. I'm making this from 3/4 inch thick red oak using a number 9 Pegasus modified geometry blade. I drilled a pilot hole into the center of each star and near the corner of each stripe. With practice, you can easily make 90-degree turns on the scroll saw, but the stars present a challenge. It would be very difficult to make the extreme turn needed to produce sharp points on the stars. I will use a different technique instead. Starting at the pilot hole in the center of a star, I make a cut down one side until I reach the point. Rather than pivoting the workpiece to make that very sharp acute angle, I backed the blade to the pilot hole. Then I made a cut along another side of the star down to the point. From there, I backed the blade up to the pilot hole again, then started down another side of the star. Since these are 5-point stars, you will need to make 10 cuts for each star. The result is a star with sharp points. As you can see, I spared no expense in obtaining visual aids to make this process as easy to visualize as possible. I spent a whole $3 at the dollar store to obtain the whiteboard and marker. The starting place is the pilot hole, then you cut down one side of the star to the point. You stop, back the blade up to the pilot hole, then cut down another side of the star. You continue the process until all sides of the star are cut, and the result is a star with a nice sharp point. The stripes are cut like any rectangle. I start with pilot holes near a corner, cut to the corner, back off very slightly with the blade, pivot the workpiece 90 degrees, then start the blade cutting again. As always, take your time, let the blade do the work. This is not a project for an absolute beginner, but it would be a good one for a person with a little experience that wants to start making projects requiring inside cuts. You are working with thick stock here, and the cuts don't get so close to each other that they weaken the stock. I've done projects on 1/4 inch thick stock with very little space left between elements of the picture, so it can get nerve-wracking to make sure you don't ruin the project with one bad cut. In case you'd like to see a project like that, I'll leave a link in the corner to where I showed how to cut a decoration from a large guitar pick shape. Since there are so many inside cuts here, I think the best finishing option will be to take this to the spray booth when I'm done and use the spray polyurethane.